and I welcome all of you to Online Study for You, a complete placement solution. This is Pratik Srivastava here, founder of Online Study for You. Friends, as you are aware, Accenture and TCS is going to conduct the examination. So today in this video, we are going to solve the latest question asked in Accenture and TCS. Friends, one more thing I wanted to tell you, the questions are directly repeating. So you can see here, this video was uploaded right 2 days ago. So Accenture 28th and 30th of August 2024 actual question. Thank you so much, sir. First coding question is repeated in today's shift. So many of the questions are getting repeated. And friends, if you have not yet got Accenture crash course, get it right now because the questions are getting repeated. 799 rupees is not a big amount, right? But what are you getting for that, right? So if you will go and check, right? And if you go and check the content, so whatever questions we are getting, we are trying to make the videos and we are providing it to you so that the repeated questions you can directly get in exam. Don't forget to follow or subscribe our YouTube channel and like the video. Now question number 1. Now before you solve any question, I would like to first try by yourself. Okay, so first try by yourself and then only you watch the solution. So in a certain code language, buy is coded as 245, Ola is coded as 265, then car be coded in the same language. Now, so friends, as a beginner, when you try to solve the question, definitely we cannot get the exact logic what is the answer, right? Okay, so now definitely we will start with the alphabetical position of the numbers. So here we have B is 2, Y, right? So Y is second last alphabet, right? So Z is 26, so Y is 25, and EJOT you know, right? So EJOT you know, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, right? Okay, now so if you add everything, so 25 plus 5 is 30, 30 plus 2 is 32. Here it is 245. Definitely getting some kind of logic is very tough. Now friends, also we need to know the opposite, right, alphabetical position of the letter. Like what I wanted to say, see, as you know, like you'll be having A, B, C, D, E, F, right? So the opposite of A will be Z, the opposite of B will be Y, opposite of C will be X. Like this you already aware, right? And in opposite letter I have also told you in the course, right? If you'll watch the video, friends, see, A is 1, Z is 26. That means always the sum of, right, opposite, so always the sum of alphabetical position plus his opposite alphabetical position will be 27. So the opposite of B will be what? Opposite of B will be Y, right? So the what will be the position? 25. So 2 plus 25 is 27. Here, right, here it is what? 25. So 25 plus 2 will be 27. E position is, right, 5. Electric vehicle EV, so V will be nothing but 22. Anyway, my total sum should be 5 plus 22, 27. That is what the meaning of the opposite alphabets. Now if we'll add all these things, then 25 plus 2, 27, and plus 2, 49. And if we multiply by 5, we will be having 245. Definitely some kind of practice is required, and that's where the Accenture crash course now is helping you out, right? Otherwise there is no use of this crash course. Practice is required, more number of questions, latest questions, right? The link is in description, you can check it out. Ola, so O is nothing but, my dear friend, ejoti, O is 15. Lunch at 12 in State Bank of India, A is 1. Now opposite, so 15 plus 12 will be 27, 12 plus 15 will be 27, 1 plus 26. If you'll add everything, so 27 plus 26, 53. 53 into 5 will be what? 265. That's all done. Now we will be easily able to tell for the car as well. C is 3, A is 1, R is 18, right? So R, if you'll see, you can R, you write like this, close this, it will become 8. Now opposite will be 24, opposite will be 26, and opposite will be 18 plus 9 will be 27, right? So then you add everything. So 24 plus 6 is 30 plus 20 is 50, 59, 59 into 5, 60 into 5 is 300, So subtract 5 from 8, it will be 295. Option 3 will become the correct answer for this particular problem. That's all. We are done. Sir, will it take more than 1 minute or 2 minutes? No, because I need to explain you what is the opposite alphabet, how do we get the opposite sum, so that you are, see, in exam you are not going to explain anyone, right? So you have to solve the question and you have to get the answer. Question number 2. So in a certain code language we are going to do different kind of problems, right? So blood relation, okay, and then syllogism, and then sitting arrangement, and then data sufficiency. So all these questions we are going to cover. So I am damn sure that you are going to enjoy this session. Forget about enjoying, at least your exam will be very very good, that we can say. Now the next problem is, in a certain code language inner is coded as, friends, these are the same kind of questions you will be getting in, right, Accenture and TCS. So inner is coded as this, and glass is coded as, UPAII, right? Also we will do the coding question in this video itself, okay? So also we are going to do coding questions in this particular video. Now, so I inner is this. Now I is 9, this is 14, this is 14, E is 5. November 14 is what? Children's Day. November 14 is what? Children's Day. I is what? 9. I, somebody likes like this also. R is 18. Then here S is 19. S is like this. If you close like this, it will become 19. Then 14, 14. W 1, 2, 3. 3 points, 23. And J is 10. Now friends, if you'll see, the right, the sum is nothing but 28. 9 plus 29, 28. 14 plus 14, 28. 14 plus 14, 28. 28 and 28, right? Okay, now I'm not going to calculate for this. You have to find out the code for model, I guess. So D and G. So let us see if it is model or mogul. So maybe there will be some mistake in the question, we will see. So M is 13, O is 15, E is 5, L is 12. We will calculate this later, right? Okay. Now, so we want 28 here. So 13 plus 15. 15 is nothing but EOT. 15 is nothing but O. So here it will be O. 15 plus 13. So here it will be M, because M is 13. So OM. Okay, all three. And then G will be 7. So 7 plus 21 will be, okay, so it should be D. It should be D here. Okay, model. It should be D here, model, because if it is D, then D position will be 4, and now we need 24. 24 is X. Here it is 5, we need 23, so that we will be getting 28. So 23 is what? W. So 1, 2, 3, 3 points. Then L is 12, we need 16. 16 is what? O is 15, so prince will be 16. So my code should be OMXWP. So OMXWP, option B will become the correct answer. So basically we had to find out the code for model, right? Question number 2 is also very very clear to you. Now friends, moving towards question number 3. So question number 3, in the following question, select the missing number from the given series. Again, first you solve it by yourself, and then only you watch the solution. And friends, I would like to tell you, right? So if you really think that we are at online study for you, helping you guys, the videos are good, you are getting benefited, please leave one comment, okay? So that, see that what it does is it motivates us to do more and more videos for you all, right? So please do comment that yes sir, the video is good, we want more this kind of videos, and we at online study for you will be definitely doing. Now friends, so here many of you, what they will do, so they will start taking the difference, right? 6, and then they will see 4, and then they will see 2. So there is no particular logic which is following, okay? So these are nothing but a series of prime number, right? 23 is a prime number. Next prime number is 29. So 27 is a prime number. No, prime number is a number which will be divisible by 1 and itself. But this 27 is also divisible by 3. This 27 is also divisible by 9. So this is not a prime number. Okay. So please have this clarity. Now 29, next is 31, then 37, then 41, then 43, then 47. Then many of you will mark 51 in the examination, which is again wrong here, because 51 is divisible by 3, it is divisible by 17, it is divisible by 1, it is divisible by 51. Okay, so 53 will be the correct answer for the question number 3. Okay, now, so if this is done, then we will be moving towards the next problem, question number 4. 61, 63, 65, 77, 89, okay, then 149, and then 205, right? Okay, now friends, so here if we'll try to see the question, then okay, so let us try to take the difference. So this is 2, this is 2, this is a good question, so I wanted you to solve 12, 12, and here if you'll see the difference, right? So 15 minus 9 is 6, okay, 2, 2, and then 12, 12, fine, and then there should be a number here. Okay, now, so friends, what I could see here, little bit, you have to use your mind. What is the difference here? So 4, and then what is the difference here? So it is 4 and 2. So whatever the difference is there, no, it is divided in two part, 2, 2. Whatever the difference is there, no, it is divided in two part. Okay, now, so whatever the difference will be here, right? So that will be divided in two parts. So 9 minus 9 is 0, 60. So this will be divided in two parts, 30 and 30. So 9 and 8, 3, 11, right? And again, if you add 30, it will be 149. So that means the missing number was 119. So this question was little tricky. You had to solve it very, very carefully in the examination, right? And then only you will be able to solve, right? Okay. Then question number 5. Question number 5 is, friends, in the following question, select the missing number from the given series, right? So you should be having very good practice in today's class. So we have 11, we have 12, we have 36, we have 41, right? We have 296, right? Okay. Friends, see, many of the faculties, right? So what they will do? So they will do more and more difficult problem, okay? Or they will do the question which will not even ask in the examination. See, you need to solve the question which comes in the exam. Like today, this particular student said, sir, thank you so much, sir. First coding question is repeated in today's shift. So we are doing the problem which has been asked in the examination or similar kind of problem. Okay. So we are not doing something which is not getting asked in the exam. So it is very, very important to read what is coming in the examination, not because the teacher has a very good knowledge and he can solve difficult problems, right? So identify the correct channel, the correct course, and from there you study. Now here if you'll see, it is 1, right? So 11 plus 1, and then it is into 3, and then this is plus 5, and then it into 7. 7 into 7 is 7, and 7 4 are 28, so 287. Okay, 287, and then so 16 minus 7 is 9. That's all. So basically what we are able to see, so the format is plus 1 into 3, so odd number in the consecutive way, into 7 plus 9, and then again it will be into 11. So this is the particular series. So here my answer will become option 2, 287, right? Okay. Blood relation problem. So one of the students was telling, sir, you are not solving blood relation problem, you are not solving this problem, you are not solving that problem. Friends, if anybody is having Accenture questions, right, you please send it to us, and we will solve, we will make a video by solving it at info@online studyforyou.in, studyforyou.in, right? So please send it to this particular email ID. Now, so A plus B means A is the father of B. A minus B means A is the mother of B. A cross B means A is the husband of B. And A divided by B, or you can say A forward slash B, means A is a sister of B. Whatever name you wanted to give, you give. The ultimate goal is you should be able to solve the question. It doesn't matter if the plus sign, if you read at sigma, if plus sign, if you read at division, the ultimate thing is your answer should be correct. That's all. Now, so friends, let us start from left side one by one. So C slash M, that means C is the sister of M. So that means C is the sister of M. Fine. So C is the sister of M. Okay, fine. M minus S. M minus S means M is the mother of S. M is the mother of S. Okay, fine. S minus K. So obviously S will be mother of K. Okay, S is the mother of K. And then K plus T. K plus T means K is the father of T. So let me draw it here. Basically, we are not getting much space down. So this is M. Okay, this is S and this is K. Now K plus T means K is the father of T. K is the father of T. Then T cross Q means T is a husband of Q. T is a husband of Q. Right? So Q will be female. If I am husband of someone, then I would have married to female only. Okay, not male. Okay, fine. Now, so hope this is clear. After this, what has been told, let's see. So you have to tell which of the statement is not correct. In during the examination, what will happen? So we will be in so much hurry that we will mark the answer which is correct. Okay, avoid that. That is what is learning, and we are teaching you. M is K's mother. So K mother is S and S mother is M. Perfectly correct. So M is K's mother. Then K is father-in-law of Q. So right. So my so Q is married to T and T father is K. So definitely K is father-in-law of Q. Anyway, these two you should not have checked because there are two options given with S. So definitely one will be false. S is T father's father. Arey bhai, S is female. S is female. So this is the one which is not correct. This is the one which is not correct because S is female. It cannot be father. S is C's daughter. A is C's sister daughter. Yes, that is correct. So option 3 you had to mark in the examination because that is not correct. Next, question number 7. So Mukesh's sister is the wife of Ramesh. Bhaiya Mukesh's sister. Okay. So Mukesh's sister name is not given. So Mukesh's sister is wife of Ramesh. Wife of Ramesh. Okay. Wife of Ramesh. Very good. Very good. No problem. Ramesh is Rani only brother. So Rani has only one brother. And who is he? He is Ramesh. Ramesh's father is Madhur. Ramesh's father is Madhur. Okay. Seetal is Ramesh's paternal grandmother. Seetal is Ramesh's paternal grandmother. So Ramesh's father, mother is nothing but paternal grandmother. That means from your father side. Then Rima is Seetal daughter-in-law. So Rima is Seetal daughter-in-law. That means Rima is married to Seetal son. Rohit is so it's Ronit. Ronit is Rani's brother son. So Ronit is Ronit is Ronit is Rani's brother son. So son means male. How is Ronit related to Mukesh? So Ronit, right? So how is Roni? So my right, my sister's son is nothing but my nephew. My sister daughter will be what? Niece, right? Niece. So here it is nephew. Option 3 will be the correct answer. Simple way we have to solve. Question number 8. Friends, syllogism is a topic where I have seen, many people have lot of doubts. I went to this particular video comment only and I was able to see there are a lot of people, right, who has doubt in syllogism itself. Syllogism is not clear for them. I don't know where is that comment now. Okay, so see, in 6.5 there is one possibility diagram where intersection of hammers but covering cranes. So some kind of doubts, like a lot of doubts are with respect to syllogism. See friends, when I teach, right, so when I teach, I give you the logic, right? So I give you the logic that how it is correct and how it is wrong. When you comment, you just tell the answer should be right, all follows or one and two follows, right? See, you are not even cross verifying the rule of syllogism. You are not even understanding the rule of syllogism, right? And many of you are directly commenting, sir, this follows, that follows, this wrong, that wrong. Arey bhai, give me the logic. No, you tell where is the, see, first you learn rule of syllogism, right? Once you learn, then you verify and comment. You are just commenting because you do not have proper you know logic, or you have not studied it properly, right? And you are getting the wrong answer, and then you are commenting it. See, when we make a video, right? So either I or anyone, any teacher, so when they make a video, they make sure that, right, so very minimal mistakes has to be there, right? And then again, when a student comment, we cross verify also, right? Okay. But yes, I always ask a student, please write the logic, okay, and then only we will tell you where you are wrong. If you'll simply put, definitely we won't be able to reply. Anyway, now, so no blue is white, no blue is white, no blue is white. So blue and white, there is no relation. Blue and white, there is no relation. No black is blue, so black and blue also there is no relation. Black and blue also there is no relation. Okay, so blue and white there is no relation, and black and blue also there is no relation. Conclusion, what they are telling, you need to understand it very carefully. All whites are black. If all whites are black means, you will be able to see something like that. All whites is black, which is not there. Conclusion one is false. Then, so anyway, this false and this false. Okay. Now, no blue is black. So when you are saying no black is blue, when you are saying no black is blue, then you can also say no blue is black, because both are not touching each other, right? Because both are not touching each other. So it is very, very clear. Second conclusion follows, right? Anyway, now you can tell your answer is option C, because none is also ruled out now. Then some white are not blue. Some white are not blue. Friends, see, here they are telling complete white is not blue, right? Complete part of white is not blue. So what about some part? Sir, when complete part is of white is not blue, then definitely some part of white will be also not blue. So this will be. Anyway, you keep that in mind. If you have no A or B, then what all things you can say? You can say no B or A. You can say no A or B. You can say some A are not B. Okay. Some A are not B. You can say some B are not A. Okay. You can say all A are not B. All A are not B. You can say all B are not A. You can say all B are not A. All those things you will be able to say, right? I hope this is very much clear to you. Then question number 9. Question number 9 is again a syllogism question. No student is a teacher. So no student is a teacher. That means a student and teacher do not have any relation. Clear? Okay. No student is a teacher. All students are children. So all the students are inside children. Okay. And some girls are a student, and some girls are a student, and some girls are a student. Clear? Now, so some children are not teachers. Some children are not teacher. Friends, please try to understand. This might be a little confusing for you, but already I have done so many videos on that. Okay. So please try to understand. No, children is, some children are not teachers. Now you see, so when you say all students are children, then you can say some children are student. So there is some part of children's which is a student, right? And they're clearly telling that student, no student is a teacher. So that means some part of children which is a student is not teacher. So this will be follows, right? Okay. Some girls are not teacher. So some girls are again a student, and the part which is a student are not teacher. This is also true. No girl is a teacher, right? No girl is a teacher, that we can't say, because we can draw a diagram like this for girls, right? I can draw a diagram like this for these girls, right? In that case, we can say some girls are teacher. So here only conclusion 1 and 2 follows. Understand properly, and then only you try to solve it. Then question number 10. Question number 10, friends, actually today live class was planned, okay, but The reason is internet is not very good here. I'm at my native, and you can see, right? So the backgrounds and all you can see, correct? So you see the background. So here network is not good. So basically it's a in Bihar there is a place called is Champaran. Okay, so there is a place called is Champaran, Motihari, right? So Motihari. So I belong from that place, and in Motihari also I am from a village. So definitely there is a internet connectivity issues here. So that's the reason I blur my background, and I was not able to take the live classes. So from 12th of September, again the live classes will start. I will be back to Bangalore. So from that time, definitely that live classes on the big digital board you will be able to see. Anyway, now question number 10. So six boys, right, are seated in a row facing north. One, two, three, four, five, six. But not necessarily in the same order. It is known that D is second from the right end of the row. Where is your right end? Many people will confuse, sir, this is right, one, two. No, please understand. This is your left side, right, right, left. Okay. So this is your left side and this is your right side. Okay. Now, from right side, D is second. From right side, D is second. Fine. Okay. F is second to the right of G. So whenever you are solving this kind of problem, right, sitting arrangement and all, because sitting arrangement questions are getting asked more in the examination. So whenever you are solving sitting arrangement problem, at least try to make two diagrams. What will happen? Things will not be messed up. You will be easily able to solve the questions. Okay, fine. So now F is second to the right of G. So let me find the possibility. So F is second to the right of G. This is one place, and then second possibility is this one. So F is second right of G and adjacent to E. So now F is adjacent to E. So in this diagram we can place E here. In this diagram we have two choice where E can be placed, but they're telling E is not near to H nor D. So E cannot be placed here. In second diagram I will place E here. Fine. Then they are telling H is not near to D nor E. Now here H can be placed either here or here. So H is neither near to E is sorry H is neither near to D or E. So in this diagram H, if you try to place, it will be near to D only. So this is ruled out. So H will be placed here because it cannot be near to D, and I will be placed here. That's all. Now who is seated to the third left of I? First left, second left, third left is nothing but E. So option 2 will become the correct answer. So whenever you are solving this kind of problem, be very clear with the concepts, right? And try to figure it out, your left, right, movement, how are you going to place? Don't complicate the complete problems. Okay. Now, next problem is a data sufficiency problem, right? So next is a data sufficiency problem, data sufficiency question. Okay. So next will be nothing but a data sufficiency problem. Now here you see, so statement 1 alone is sufficient, statement 2, okay, fine. 5 boys are sitting in a row facing north. So 5 boys are there, okay, sitting in a row facing north. Who is sitting third from the left end of the row? So this is my left and this is my right, okay, left and right. So from the left end, first, second, third. So basically they're asking who is sitting here. Now let us take a statement 1. So P is sitting second to the left of N, who is seated at one end. Definitely I could put N here, because another end if you put N, then P will be first left and second left. That means P will be coming here, but there are only 5 people, so we cannot put it here. Okay, now, so N is sitting here and then P will sit here. So N will be sitting at the right end. Then, now, can you tell who is sitting at the from the left side, who is sitting at third end? Yes, we can say P. So statement 1 alone is sufficient, right? Statement 1 alone is sufficient. Now statement 2 you see. So we have 5 people here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now only M and P sits between L and Q. So between L and Q, M and P sits, right? So if it is sitting like this one. Again, we can change the position. So L and Q will sit here. So M and P will sit like this. So here people will change. So statement 2, we are not giving us the correct answer because there are two possibilities. In one possibility, P is sitting at the third from the left hand, and in second one, M is sitting from the third from the left hand. So it is very very clear. Statement 1, right, alone will be able to give the answer, whereas statement 2 not. So option A will become the correct answer, right? I hope this is clear. Question number 12, okay, and here it is 8. This is a flow chart based question. Earlier also we have done this. See the reason why I am doing it here, so that the people who have missed this, so they will be able to watch the video. They will be able to cover this kind of questions here. Okay, now anyway, so the question is, read the provided flow chart carefully to answer the following question. Start, enter positive integer. This box is there. Is A plus B is 10? No, yes. Okay. So determine which of the following value can be assigned to n if the output is green. Output is declared. So output is nothing but green, right? Output is declared and output is nothing but it is green. Clear? Fine. Now friends, here if we try to see, so determine which of the following can be assigned to n if the output is green. Fine. So let us take the options. So A is equals to n. Now you can consider n is equals to 2. You can consider n is equals to 3. You can consider n is equals to 4. And then you can consider n is equals to 5. So when n is equals to 2, so A will become 3 and B will become, so 2 minus 3 will be minus 1 minus 2. Okay, now if we'll add this, A plus B is 10, so no. So if A plus B is not 10, it will print red. So basically we want A plus B is equals to 10. So it is very very clear, we need some bigger value. Now n is equals to 5, so A will be what, 5 plus 1 is 6, B will be what, 2 into 5 minus 3 is to 4. So A plus B will be 10. In that case it will be printed green. So here you had to put n is equals to 5 will give you the correct answer, right? Okay. Now question number 3. Question number 3 is, so again it's a data sufficiency problem, right? But this is from the topic direction sense. But this is from the topic direction sense test. Okay. Now let us try to solve. So 5 boys are standing at 5 different points of a playground. In which direction is S standing with respect to R? Okay, fine. Statement 1 is telling P is standing 20-meter west of S. So whenever you are dealing with direction problem, make sure that you have this basic diagram. So NESW. Okay. So north, east, south, west. P is standing 20-meter west of S. So west means this direction. So P is standing 20-meter right west of S. S is here and P is here. Okay, and 30-meter north of Q, and P is standing 30-meter north of Q. North means upside, right? Okay, 30-meter. Then now from statement 1, can you tell which direction S is standing with respect to R? R is not given itself, right? So this is wrong. Then T is standing to the south of R. T is standing to the south of R and 10-meter north of Q. So 10-meter north of Q, 10-meter north of Q, right? 10-meter north of Q, you have T. Okay, fine. And T is south of R. Now, if R is here, then T south, then the direction will be what? Southeast. But if R is here, right? But if R is here, then this particular location will be northwest. So statement, even after combining both, basically I combined in this diagram because statement 2 is not talking about S. Statement 1 is not talking about R and statement 2 is not talking about S. So statement 1 and 2 is anyway not sufficient. Now when I combined also, we are not able to say. So here we can say option E, statement 1 and 2 together are not sufficient and additional data is needed to answer the question. Fine. Okay. Now question number 14. Question number 14 says, in a class, presentation of 14 students, each student represent, so this is a basically order and ranking problem. Okay. So in a class, right, presentation, in a class presentation of 14 students, each student present their research project. Now total is 14. Okay, fine. 10 students present their project before Tom. So before Tom, there are 10 students is there, like here ninth, right? Sorry, 10 student means 10th, ninth, 8th, 7th, 6th, 5, 4. You don't have to write, you understand it in a better way. So that is the reason I'm doing it. Okay. Now Tom, before Tom, there is total 10 students who presented the paper. 4 students presented their project after Tom and after, oh sorry, 4 students presented their paper between Tom and Freddy. Now total is nothing but 14. So this is 12, this is 13, and this is 14. Total number of students is 14. Okay, fine. Now they're telling 4 students presented their paper between Tom and Freddy. So where should I put Freddy? So right side, if you'll go 1, 2, 3, only 3 students, right? So right side we cannot go. So definitely we'll have to come back left side. So here 1, 2, 3, 4. So basically 4 student is presenting the paper between Freddy and Tom. Now they're asking determine the number of students who presented their project after Freddy. So after Freddy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So total 8 student after Freddy is presenting the paper. Simple. Keep it very, very simple, right? Accenture exam is easy, right? TCS exam reasoning is easy, so you don't have to worry. Maruti is coded as 76. M is 13, A is 1, R is 18, under 21, T20, I9. Add everything. 13 plus 1 is 14. Or do one thing. See this 9 plus 1 will be 10. Okay. And then 20 plus 21 will be 41. Or 1 second. This total will be 50. 41 plus 9, 50 plus 19 plus 13. So 20 plus, so I could say 20 plus 12 is 32. So this will be nothing but 82. How many letters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 letters, subtract 6. It is nothing but 76. Then they are asking via Mercedes, what will be the code for Mercedes? No problem. So M is 13, E is 5, R is 18, C is 3, E is 5, D is 4, E is 5, and S is 19. Right? Okay. How many letters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Subtract 8 from it. Okay. Now if you subtract 8 from it, so 5, 3, 8, and 8 cancelled. Now 5, 5, 10. 10 plus 19 is 29 and 33. This is 33 plus. Friends, see, try to break it and then it will be easy for you to calculate. 18 plus 12 is 30 plus 31. So this will be 3 plus 1, 4, and 3, 3, 6, 64. You will be easily able to do in the examination, right? Okay. There is one question from a statement conclusion. Friends, see, now also if you want to regret, right, you can regret, but this Accenture crash course will be wonderful, right? Please go for it. Okay, please go ahead and uh, you know please go ahead and get it as soon as possible. Okay, fine. Now question number 16. So question number 16, the following question statement given followed by two conclusion statement. Ahmedabad has a lower population and hence is a safer place to live. After this, there will be coding classes by Busra ma'am. Okay. So after that, there is a coding classes by Busra ma'am. So I request all of you to watch that coding question. That question might directly come in your examination. Ahmedabad has a lower population and hence is a safer place to live. No. So this, lower population will never guarantee you that it will be a safer, right, place to live, right? Even in lower population there might be thief, there might be criminals, so definitely this cannot be concluded. Ahmedabad has lower number of crimes than Bombay. You have not talked about any of the crimes, right? So definitely that will also not be considered. So here our answer will be neither one nor two follows. Now handing over to Busra ma'am. Okay, so she will be going to take the coding session. Friends, I would like to tell you again, if you really like the sessions, please do comment. So that will be what appreciation for us, and we will be able to do more and more sessions for you. Thank you. Let us start with the coding session now.
Hello everyone, this is Bushra. Like you all already know that Accenture has been hiring full-fledged on and off campus lately. So today I have brought you some questions from the online assessment of Accenture asked on 27th of August 2024. So let's quickly jump on to the questions that have been asked in the OA on 27th. It says a reversed array. So we have a reversed array, okay? This is the task technically, okay? So LAN has been given an array A. Array is A, okay? And the length of the array, which means the number of elements present in the array, is going to be n, okay? He wants you to find the sum of even positions after reversing the array. So what is it saying? You have to, step one is going to be to reverse the array, correct? Because after reversing the array, which means technically first step is going to be to reverse the array, okay? Step one is reverse the array. Okay. Now, the second step is sum of the even positions. So, after you reverse the array, then you have to find what are the even positions. Even positions of the array. This is what you're going to do, right? After you find out what the even positions are, you are going to find the sum of the even positions. Okay, sum of even positions. This is going to be step 3. And finally, your task is to help him find and return an integer value representing the sum of the array elements present at the even positions. Finally, you are going to perform the sum of it and return the integer. Whatever the sum is, you are going to return that into the integer format. This is what your question statement says. And they have input specifications given like we have discussed. Array n, the number of elements n. N is going to be the length of the array, which means the number of elements present in the array. Okay. So output specification also we are very clear with. You have to return an integer which is going to find the sum of the even numbers, like the sum of the even positioned reverse array numbers, right? So this is how we are going to break down the problem. Number one is because you have to find the even positions after reversing the array. First you will reverse the array. Second thing you are going to do is you are going to find the even positions. After you have reversed array, you are going to mark the indices of the elements. So you know what the even positions are, and then you're going to perform the sum of them. And after you've performed the sum of them, you are going to return an integer in which the sum is going to be stored. This is the problem statement. Okay. So let's try to look at the examples. Here, this is the array that is given and this is the input, which means that this is my array 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60. Right? And the length of the array, the number of elements present is equal to 6. Okay. So step 1, like we discussed, is going to be the reverse the array. 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, and 10. This is going to be my reversed array. Okay. After I have reversed the array, I have to find the even positions, right? So let's mark. So you know always it's going to start from 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So what are the even positions here? This is my even, this is my even, this is my even. 0, 2, and 4. So you have to perform the sum of those even positions, which means 60 plus 40 plus 20, right? Which is going to be 120. So let's check if that's the output correct, which means that whatever approach we are taking, we have broken down the problem into several steps, right? First, we have understood the problem, we have understood the task, then we have broken it down into several steps. So whatever our understanding of the problem is, it is right, which means, right? So this is my, and here if you go through the explanation, you will find the same thing. This is the array. So the reverse array becomes this one, and length of the array, because number of elements present is equal to 6. Then the elements in the even position are 60, 40, and 20, and the sum of them is 120. Therefore, 120 is returned as the output. That's what we have understood, right? This is a very simple problem if you look at it. And they have also given one of these examples again. So 21, 24, 67, 13, 24, 27. So step 1 is going to be to reverse the array. So 27, 24, 13, 67, 24, 21. This is my reverse array. Now even indices 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So my even indices are 0, 2, and 4. So I'm going to find the sum of 27, 13, 24, which is equal to 64 if you calculate. Let's check if the output is correct. Yes, we have the output at 64, which means our explanation, whatever we are going to understand, whatever steps we have broken down the problem into is correct. So this is going to be your approach when you are solving any coding question, especially if you're a beginner. Try to understand what the question says, break it down into several steps. That helps you understand the approach of the problem. After you have approached the problem by step, then you are going to start coding. So now let's quickly jump onto our code. So this is my C++ code. Okay. So here I have included all of my headers, and here I have namespace std. If you have basic knowledge of programming, you would know why we use namespace, right? Because all of these C in, C out, all of these are standard keywords, and these are the standard functions performed. If you want to start using it, then you have to have the header include and the namespace, because you don't want to mention everywhere that this is the standard function, this is a standard thing, right? So first, when you give any code to your compiler, it will jump to the main section. And the reason why I've given int as the keyword here is because whatever the task says that you're going to return, whatever the value you are going to get, you are going to return it in the form of integer. That's why I have taken integer here, right? Initially, what am I doing? I am declaring my int n, okay? So int n is going to be the number of elements. Then I am going to store it. Then I will declare the input specifications are already given in the question. N is going to be the number of elements in my array, which is going to be the length of your array. You are storing this. Then you have array which has n elements. Then you are storing that. And then you are running a for loop. Why are we running a for loop? You know that array is a dimensional data set where you can store multiple values, right? So because you have multiple values to be stored in your array, you have to store it using the for loop, which means you are going to give the entry to each element here. And then after you have given entry, you have to store it, right? So that's why we run a for loop, and then we are going to store it using the cn. And then I am declaring a variable called int result, which is again in the data type int. And here I'm running a function which is called answer. I'm giving the parameters a and n. Because our input specifications are very clear, we can only take a and n. So that's why I'm declaring a function which is taking the parameters a, which is my array, and n, the length of the array or the number of elements present in my array. So what is the compiler going to do? It is going to see this function. It is quickly going to search for that function. So if you look at the function here, what happens is, so int answer, now I'm taking both parameters in the data type integer. So my array is taken, n is taken. The first step I'm doing, like if you remember, we had broken down the approach of the problem. Step one is going to be to reverse the array. So here I have reversed my array, and this function comes under this IO stream. So that's why we had included IO stream as well. Okay. Now I am declaring or like another variable in the form of print, which is initialized to 0. So let's check. The result initially is going to be equal to 0, right? Then I'm running a for loop. If you say int I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus or equal to 2, plus equal to 2, which means that it is going to skip all of my odd indices. It is only going to give my even indices. It's going to start from 0. Then it will skip the odd, it will take even, then it will skip the odd, then it will take even 0, 2, 4, like that. Okay. And then result plus equal to AI, because initially result is going to be 0, right? And if you remember, this was our array 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60. So the step one is going to be reversing the array. Okay. Step one was to reverse the array. What is my reversed array going to be? 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, and 10. Now, after reversing the array, you know what my even indices are. 0. This is going to be my second index. This is going to be my fourth index, which means your compiler first 0. Result will be first stored as 0 plus 60, which is going to be 60 equal to result here. Then it is going to do 60 plus 40, because that is my second index, right? So result will be equal to here 100. Then it will do 100 plus 120, because in fourth position we have 20. Then result will be stored as 120. And because there are no more even positions, it will finally return this here. So I'm returning the answer, which means 120 is going to be stored here, the answer. And I'm finally printing this. Like I'm just doing the cout and I'm printing the result. So let's check. Firstly, I am going to give the input to my number of elements, which is going to be, if from the question basis, it's going to be 6. Okay. Let's check. 6 is going to be my number of elements, right? The length of my array. And this is going to be my array, 30, 40, 50, 60. Okay, let's try to run the code. 120. Perfect. So which means that the answer is correct. Okay, this is going to be my final output. I hope all of you are clear. If you want the Java answer to this, I have also written the Java answer. You can probably like take a screenshot of this or whatever is required. Let me just quickly help you with this so you can get the entire code. So this is your code question. Let's see what the second question says. Let's look at the second question now. Let's see what it says. The second question's name is poet and rhymes. Okay. So a poet has asked you for his assistance. A poet wants assistance in writing poems. Okay. He has given you a string S. What has he given you now? Inputs you have here. String S and dictionary D. This is going to be your dictionary. Okay. So he asks you to find from the dictionary a word which rhymes best with S. So a string S is already given to you. So you have to look up in your dictionary if there is something similar which rhymes with the word. Okay, let's try to understand more about the questions before jumping to any conclusion. So you have to find a word which rhymes the best with S. The string that is given to you, in your dictionary, there has to be a word which rhymes the best with the given string. Okay. So words are said to rhyme when the syllables of the words are exactly same. Like for example, cave, gave. Okay. Typical, critical. So they're giving you the examples of some of the words that rhyme. Okay. So what is that one thing that you see in common? C-A-V-E. Here we have 3 letters in common. Cave and gave. 3 letters we have in common. Typical and critical. So if you see here, ICAL, 4 letters are in common. Okay. The words were deemed to rhyme best if the last few characters. Here they're telling that the last few characters of the words should match the most. Right? They have given the examples gave and cave. Cave and gave. So they have 3 letters matching. Typical and critical have 4 letters matching. So last few letters of the string and the word in your dictionary should match. Okay. Now we are clear what the question is is asking us. So let's try to understand what our task now is. Our task is to find out and return a string. So what do you have to do? You have to return a string, which denotes the value which rhymes the best with S, which means that the string that you're returning should have at least a few last few letters in common. Clear? So whatever you're finally returning as a form of string, that should have last few letters common. Okay. Now let's look at the note given. If all the characters match, then if the word is not a rhyme, all the given words are in lowercase. If multiple rhyming words are found, then choose the one with the least index. So these are the note that is given. Let's try to understand the specifications. Input 1. So string S, you have to take a string S which is representing a single word. This is something your poet has given you. Okay. Now you have your dictionary in the form of array, which has everything stored. And now you have to look at the best one. So finally, input 3 is going to be the length of the dictionary. Whatever your dictionary is, that is going to be the length of your dictionary. Okay. Now let's try to look at the output specification. Return a string value denoting the word which rhymes the best. So we've already known, right? Whatever word which will rhyme the best, which means the last few letters of the word should match the most with the string given. Okay. And if you do not find such a word, then you can return no word. No word can be returned. This string can be returned. Okay, this is the output specification. Let's look at the example so we have a better understanding. Okay. So the input given is thunder. This is going to be your string. Okay. This is the dictionary that you already have. I'm going to call it dict. Okay. Puzzle, thunder, powder, blender, under. And 5 is going to be the length of your array, length of the dictionary. Okay. So now if you look at this, you could probably conclude that thunder, because this is the, here every letter matches. But this is not the question is asking. Listen to the explanation carefully. Here, the S is thunder. Okay, now if you go to puzzle, how many words do they have in common? U, U, E, E. Two words in common. Thunder, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All 7 are in common. But you are not supposed to return the exact same word. Okay, next powder. Let's see how many are matching. P, O, W, D, E, R, which means 3 are matching. Here we have 3. Blender. Again, I think it's the same. 4 are matching here. Under 5 are matching here. 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, and 7. So this is what we have as the number of letters matching. But let's watch the explanation carefully so we can conclude. First was word puzzle does not rhyme at all. No common characteristics. So which we have taken here as 0. Actually, they have, but we're talking about last few. So that's why 0. Second, thunder is exactly the same. Exactly the same should not be considered, which means we are eliminating thunder from our list already. Powder has 3 letters. Blender has 4 letters. Under has 5 letters. So which means the last few letters most common is under because this is 5. 5 is greater than any other number that we have seen here. Exact match should have to be eliminated. Second, last few letters that we're looking at the word, only they should match. Okay. And now out of all of them, whatever the greatest number is, you are going to return that. I hope you're clear with that. Puzzle does not match at all. So we are going to last few letters we're talking about. We are going to not return that. Okay. And then we have thunder. We're eliminating because we can't take thunder here. Okay. Thunder cannot be taken because all 7 are matching. Exact word has to be skipped. Powder, 3 letters are matching. Blender, 4 letters are matching. Under, 5 letters are matching. So finally, we will return the string which has the most number of letters matching in the last part. Okay. So now you have to return under as your output. Now, example 2 is even more interesting when you look at it. Pole, right? Last few letters should match. OLE. So which means in kilo, how many letters are matching? You have to go from last, okay? If you check here, pole, kilo, super, cake. The reason why cake is returned is last one is matching. Here, last one isn't matching. Here, last one isn't matching. So we'll come from last to first as a approach. Last to first, okay? This is what we're going to do. Even if you look back here, this question here, right? Thunder. Sorry. So here, if you look right, whatever this is given to you, thunder last, you have to come from left to the right. R is matching, E is matching, D is matching, U is matching, N is matching. Then you go to the words on your left. So come from right, then go to your left. This is the approach that we're going to follow, and this is what we have learned. Okay. So from POLE, the reason why I've taken cake is last letter is matching, which means we have 1 in common. E and E not matching, so 0. E and O not matching, so 0. So whatever the last letter is, the approach is going to be from right, then we'll go to left. Okay, now we have understood the approach also. Clear with the question understanding? Let's quickly look at the code of the question. If I go to the code here, so we are including all the headers that we want. I'm taking iostream vector because I'm taking a vector instead of an array, string because we are performing function on string, and algorithm because we are going to perform some of the functions. Okay. Now my compiler again is going to jump to the main section. Okay. If you see here, clearly they had told that one string is going to be taken as an input, which is already here with us. Okay. Now my vector, which is going to be the array that is given to me, and final input that you can take is the size of your vector. So I'm giving this example here. If you look at this one right here, what is happening is you've taken 3 inputs that are asked in the questions. Input is the string that your poet has given you. Vector is this is your dictionary that you have some common letters in. And finally, you have your input. Okay. Input 3 is size of this vector. So what I'm trying to do is I am trying to store this result like I had already discussed, right? Because you have to return the type string. I'm going to store this function in string. where all three inputs are given. Now let us look at my function, what I've tried to do. This is find best try. This is what I'm going to do. So I have my string, I'm going to call it as S, where I have, declared this. Now I have my vector. Vector is my dictionary, which I'm going to call my dictionary. And then finally, if you see here, I have my dictionary size, which is going to be the size which is going to give it. And all of this is very clearly mentioned in my code. Okay. So to find the best word, what we are doing here is initially we are going to assume that the best we don't have any match. So that's why initially, because we have to return no word if nothing is matching. So initially I'm going to assume that the best match is no word. Then the max match is going to be considered as 0. The reason why I'm declaring it to 0 is because more matches we find, more we can keep adding to this. Okay. So iterate to each word in dictionary here. So I'm going to go through my dictionary. If I find the same word, I am going to skip that. All right. I'm going to skip that exact word. Now S is going to be the length of my string. Word length is going to be the length of my word, whatever is given. And match count, we have already declared that to 0. So what we are going to do in this iteration is we are going to compare both ends of the word. Like we have discussed, right? We have to come from right to left. So I'm going to go to my right. I'm going to check if I have any values matching. So I will go to my right and I will check if I have any. So I'm declaring another variable j here, and then that is going to iterate from minimum of length of my string to length of my word. And then I'm going to iterate towards this. If I see that the words are matching, then I will keep adding it to my match count. If I see that the last few letters of the word are matching, then I will keep constantly adding it to my match count. And if I don't have it, then I'm going to break from the loop. Okay. Now, in order to update the best word, if the match count, whatever match count we have found, if it is greater than the max match we've declared as 0, right? If that is greater than 0, then I'm going to equate them. So what I'll do is I will update my max match equal to match count. So now finally I have my best word, which is going to be equal to word, and I'm going to return the best word here. Okay, I'm updating my best word as word, and I will return my best word, which is going to be updated here, updated as result, and that will finally be printed. Now let's try to see the output for this one. Here we have under. So we have here at this part of the code, we have already skipped the same word. If word is equal to X, we are going to continue, which means we're going to skip that word. Okay. This part of the code is very important because we are not going to print something where everything is going to match. Even if all of our letters from right to left are matching, we are going to skip it because this is what the requirement of the question is. I've talked to a lot of students and they've told me how this is one mistake that they've made. So one thing that you have to be careful about is this. All right. So which means our code is running perfectly. I'm going to give you the similar code in Java so you have a better understanding of the code. So this is what my code in Java looks like. If you want to take a screenshot, please take a screenshot. Or if you want to have a better understanding of it, you can go through it. Both of them are again same, just the difference in the programming language.